Each year, countless lobsters travel from cold coastal waters to dinner tables around the world. But behind this luxury ingredient is a routine built on early mornings, careful hands, and unwavering discipline. In this documentary, we follow lobster fishermen offshore from placing traps at daybreak to sorting their valuable catch to understand how these iconic crustaceans are gathered with precision and respect. Long before dawn, the crew is already moving. Their day begins in darkness, with bait lines and buoys laid out in exact order. At sea, the smallest mistake can determine whether a trip succeeds or fails. With all gear prepared, the captain studies charts and tidal forecasts. Their destination shifts with the season, sometimes just a few miles offshore, sometimes far toward deeper channels. As engines rumble and the sky begins to glow, another long day on open water begins. When they reach the fishing grounds, the crew releases buoys, sets anchors, and lowers heavy traps into the water. Inside each trap, bait made from fish scraps releases a scent trail that pulls lobsters out from rocky shelters. The traps rest on the seafloor for hours, occasionally an entire day. Retrieve them too early and the catch is light, wait too long and the bait disappears. During peak months, a single trap may bring up anywhere from a handful to more than a dozen lobsters. Along the cold, rugged coastlines from Maine down to the North Atlantic, lobsters thrive in rock beds and kelp-covered reefs where predators rarely reach. After enough time passes, the hauling begins. The boat approaches each buoy, and a crew member hooks the line with a gaff. One pull secures it to the hydraulic hauler, and slowly the trap rises from the deep. Only the hum of the winch and the splash of seawater break the silence. Every trap lifting above the surface holds a moment of suspense. No one knows how full it is until it hits the deck. Some cages hold just a few lobsters. Others are packed tightly. The size of the haul depends on current's location and tide, and a measure of luck. The catch is quickly placed onto trays for measurement. A small gauge determines if a lobster meets legal size. Most regions require at least a 3-inch shell length from eye socket to carapace end. Anything undersized or any female carrying eggs is released gently back into the water. Experienced fishermen can judge size instantly. Their hands move fast, sorting, measuring, and returning juveniles without hesitation. This disciplined method protects future populations, guaranteeing a steady fishery year after year. Once the catch is sorted, the traps are washed and rebaited. Fresh herring or mackerel is packed into mesh bags and tied securely inside before being lowered back to the seafloor. Female lobsters marked with a small V-shaped notch in the tail. A sign of breeding stock must always be released if caught again, a long-standing rule among lobster fleets. The crew repeats the cycle over and over, hauling, sorting, tagging, and resetting traps, a rhythm shaped entirely by the ocean's demands. To maintain peak quality, lobsters are stored in chilled seawater tanks on board. The temperature is kept between 39 degrees and 46 degrees, cool enough to slow movement, but still safe for the lobsters. Before tanking, fishermen place rubber bands around the claws to prevent injuries. The task is repetitive, but essential, done hundreds of times throughout the day. By evening, the tanks are full, and the crew prepares for the journey back to shore. At port, cranes lift containers filled with live lobsters from the boat. Buyers and processors are waiting on the dock to weigh, inspect, and assign prices. In the U.S. market, live lobsters typically sell for anywhere between $30 and $60 per pound, depending on grade and seasonal demand. Some lobsters go straight to wholesalers and restaurants. Others enter processing facilities where they are sorted, steamed, hand-picked, and frozen, preserving the natural sweetness that cold waters create. Lobster fishing follows the rhythm of nature rather than a fixed schedule. Harvesting begins only when lobsters reach maturity, ensuring long-term sustainability. Because of this, fishermen earn most of their yearly income during a concentrated season, with each day's haul worth several $1,000s if weather and luck align. The work is tough, long hours, rolling waves, and heavy traps. Yet for those who live by the sea, it remains a calling built on tradition, skill, and respect for the waters that support them. When a lobster finally reaches your plate, steamed, grilled, or dipped in butter, it carries more than flavor. It carries the early mornings, the steady hands, and the endurance of the people who wake before dawn to bring it ashore. Each lobster represents patience, resilience, and a connection between humanity and the ocean. From the seafloor to your table, it tells a story of dedication, a reminder that behind every meal lies the effort of those who work with the tides. If this glimpse into the world of ocean harvests inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. There are countless more journeys waiting beneath the waves, and we'll continue uncovering them one story at a time.